Hollow the Dawn, you know it. You watch the Dirtbag Dan show, get into it.
Boy, I got my mind on cake. Boy, I got my mind on cake.
Hustle every night and day. Boy, I got my mind on cake.
Oh, shit! Dirtbag Dan Show 87!
87!
I thought it was 88. I was saying online, I was like, 88. Nope, it's 87. Okay, all right, we're back. Caustic's not here because he thought it was...
Because I hate him.
He thought he thought Tuesday was Wednesday. That was really his that
What
was
a
why.
life. What a life.
What a life.
What a life.
He was like, "Oh shit, is it Wednesday?" And I was like, "You mean
I'm not
I mean
positive.
the day of the
when
week?"
It's like how he shows up in a suit the last couple episodes and then forgets what day of the week it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What business do you work for?
That is crazy, bro.
He works for like the Vin Diesel and boiler room business where they fucking calm people up their shit.
Good shit. Get it, bro. Get it. Okay.
My man.
So, Dirtbag Dan Show at Dirtbag Dan Show on Twitter, The Dirtbag Dan Show on Facebook, at DVD Show on Instagram. Follow us for all sorts of fun and fiascos.
Nudes.
Oh my.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
That's uncomfortable.
All right.
That's
We got
my
new
whole
gear.
Instagram's nudes.
We finally got some new gear. Skylar designed this awesome logo. I'm going to be taking it on the road, but we will be shipping some out if you want to order one. It's a Dirtbag Dab shirt, and you can get yourself the shirt, the poster, and the bumper sticker all together. So we have that shit available.
They're
on the
dope as
website.
fuck too. I
Dirtbag
like 'em a
Dab,
lot.
bro. I got a little smirk. I got a little high smirk on
I
my
really
face.
like those shirts.
I'm like, hi.
I'm gonna have to get one.
I don't know if we make them in cow sizes.
8XL. You don't got 8XL. Damn.
I still
son.
tell people when I said that Costa called you bovine Godiva.
That's hilarious.
That's great.
No, that's like that's god tier insult. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit like blew me through the wall real quick. Then I just walked back in the room like, that's a good one, man.
It's a good one.
That shit was fire. I give it up.
Yeah, bovine
Oh,
Godiva.
shit.
That's good. Okay, so so much has happened. Skylar
tell us
Skylar
more.
went to Yosemite. I went to Maui. We did a
My
comedy
schedule
show.
got changed at work. Fuck.
It's crazy.
We did a comedy show that
Caustic got fired from Red Olive Garden. Lane.
from Red Olive.
Red Olive.
Red Olive.
Red Lobster, Olive Garden. It's all Darden restaurants. It's the same thing. They own both of them. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about how I know this.
Yo, so we did a comedy show. Myself and Rory actually performed at the San Jose Improv. We fucking did pretty good, and we had a bunch of people come out. You were there, and you were there.
I held it down.
Yeah,
It was hilarious. You guys killed it.
Yo, there were some funny comedians throughout the whole night. That one dude was saying that he'd look like his dick smelled gross.
Yeah,
That's a super funny sentence to say.
He's all, I'm balding. He's all, I'm balding and have acne. He's like, I guess I'm just lucky like that.
He's like, dick tastes gross, right, ladies? I look like my dick tastes gross. I just caught that like walking back to the green room. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that dude was funny.
Genius.
Some dude did like a Coors legendary taste, like medieval like page boy speech. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, and he did that shit at the bar, and it was even funnier because it was like no one was listening, and then all of a sudden everyone was listening.
Yeah,
because he was just stomping to the bar. But yeah, it was a great show all around. Rory killed it.
You I thought you killed it too. You and Rory both fucking.
I was stoked. I was stoked to like headline a show like that, and we actually
there's a lot of people there too.
Yeah, we packed out the whole shit. We had like 175 people, which is good numbers, I'm told. So I'm excited. I actually booked another gig in Pittsburgh, California, at the California Theater, July 30th, and it's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to that one too. I'll have more info on that coming up.
Nice.
In other more Cody related news,
Do tell. Cody was gone too, wasn't he? You went on a little tour, your little toury tour.
Oh, that was a while ago.
No, man.
All right.
He didn't do shit.
You need to specify your dates
Yeah,
of reference.
I'm sorry.
No, he wasn't. He didn't do shit, man.
He didn't do shit.
But he's about to do some dope shit.
What are you gonna do?
They're announcing it today as this episode is dropping. June 25th, Battles at the Bunker are back. Another King of the Dot production. They're going to be pay-per-viewed, of course. The venue, the Bunker, is kind of built for the pay-per-view. Unfortunately, I won't be there doing the pay-per-view broadcast this time, but I'm sure they're going to have a dope stand-in. There'll be some facsimile of your
Dan?
boy.
Who?
No one can do my job.
Who?
I don't know.
Who is it going to be?
Someone not as tight, but hey, what can you do? But I'll tell you who will be there and who will be fucking headlining this event. My dude Reverse Live is going to be battling J Dose.
J Dose.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a fucking great battle.
Yeah, honestly, J Dose is like one of my top 10 favorite battle rappers.
Hey, man,
so-
get out of here with that fanboy shit. You
Yeah,
got
I'm
what
just
the
saying-
fuck? Top 10? Top 10 that could change at any time.
Yo, bro.
That is such a bullshit
Check this out, though.
fucking
It
top
makes
10.
me excited to rap,
Okay.
which
what
means nobody could beat me.
You say top 10, he could be like
No,
number 9 on
basically
your
it's-
top 10. That's not very like fucking flattering when
also,
there's 8
I also
fucking people in front of you.
there's 50 people in my top 10.
It's a
too,
swap.
so-
That's what I'm saying. That's like a
okay.
wash.
So let's go.
It's like a wash. That's like saying I'll watch someone battle.
I'm the first 5 of that top 10.
Yeah,
for
Dan,
sure.
it's Dirtbag Dan, the
first 5.
Dylon.
The first 5. easy.
Dylon.
No,
No,
but,
but I'm excited. What I'm saying is like I'm excited to battle, dude. And like when I get excited, like to face people, like I usually write like fire material, and like
Fire.
I am like the person I'm supposed to be. So like I'm excited to do this. I haven't headlined the actual KOTD card before. I've done GZ ones, so this is gonna be tight.
let me run down this
I'm
whole
gonna fuck
card
shit
too.
up.
Let's hear
We
it.
got
Let's hear it. What
we
you
have
got?
J Pro versus Bill Collector.
Fire.
We have Bonnie Godiva, not to be confused with Bovine Godiva, who's headlining.
I just sound like I turned into a galaxy.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I can't.
Bonnie Godiva versus Peanut. I'm into this battle.
Oh, party nut.
Party nut.
Party nut. Get it.
Party nut.
Party nut. Party nut.
What happens
That's
when the
what
party
happens,
nut
eh?
meets the lady?
He's gonna be like, girl.
He's gonna have his hand on his hip the whole battle.
Oh man.
No,
Yo.
just can't.
Oh, the TV.
Oh,
Yeah.
come
Come
on.
on, man. Come on, man. Thanks for keeping us on with that.
What's going on with this shit over here?
Dead Man versus Big Cannon.
That's the one I got. I heard.
That'll
that
be
was going.
tight.
That's amazing.
Big
That's
Cannon's
awesome.
dope.
Big
Super
Cannon's-
underrated.
Big Cannon's in my top 10.
This was fucking shitty ass
shut the
top
fuck
10.
up.
This was top 10 is the
I bet you
worst.
Mr. T's in there. or
Who's
some
in there?
shit, too, right?
Laughing Stock is in your top 10. dog.
Pure, my boy Pure. That's it.
He's like D-Lore.
Pariah. Pariah's been in there.
Hey, dealer lightweight is in my top 10, bro.
Lord Lightweight for sure is in there.
He's crept the ranks.
Okay, Mad Flex
Pariah
versus E
suspiciously
Farrell.
low.
Mad Flex versus E Farrell, dude.
All right.
That's-
Battle was
finally-
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Good.
Supposed to happen at the
Finally.
last.
I've heard
bunker
Mad
joint.
Flex's first round, and I just want to hear him rap it. And it's gonna be good.
All right, and E Farrell
carried.
is back in fighting shape, ready to go.
Yeah.
And
He's
then
got abs again.
What does that mean?
He has abs again.
Oh, he didn't have abs before?
no, he
No,
didn't have-
he was
he
at-
actually lost all of his abdominal muscles. He had none. He was like a snake. He couldn't even sit up, man. He was like
He's like a no
He's like- What
do you do
skeletal,
when he
no
sits? He
skeletal
just be like
structure.
Jeffrey just used to drag him around. Jeffrey used to use a
push him to
little
the face.
backpack.
He's like a little crash test
He
dummy.
put him in
or
a
what?
little. He put him in a little like baby thing. You know what I mean? And take him to events. Now he's on his own 2 feet. He's got abdominal.
He's
muscle.
back up. He's got the abs back. We're good to go.
He's got his abs again. All right. And then
That is-
finally,
That's gonna be a
It did
good
not
battle,
answer
though.
anything for me at
Finally.
all.
What
But
was your
thank
question?
you. I don't even remember now. It doesn't matter.
it's not important.
It's not important.
What is important is the final battle on this card is Incredible versus Megadeth. Yeah,
That'll be
that's an
good.
intense battle. He said, "What?"
I
He had
didn't
to
even
look.
see that.
He
That's
had
the
to
only one
look.
I didn't hear. Okay, really though,
What?
Incredible is in my top 5. That's like
Well, that's a more realistic.
That's like
Five is a more realistic
no,
number.
That's a real.
I'll take that.
That's real though. Incredible is one of the
Everything else he said is fake.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
No,
this is real.
But Incredible,
The rest
every
was
time
lies.
I watch Incredible, I walk away from that battle feeling like I could do something better with my like like that fool just makes me feel like I suck at performing sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what else? And you're just like, I've never done that.
No, yeah, and he shows up, bro. He shows up in the car, and
With,
he's
like,
got
two
like the
broads and a
chicks,
convertible,
and he's
and
all,
you're
and
just
he's
like-
dressed. He's the whole, like, he brings the show. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
He's like Ric Flair, dude.
He is a he's
Yeah,
the
like
Ric Flair
whipping
of
his
this
dreads the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's shit, man. Like incredible. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that, his persona is just amazing. Like I've never met a person in life that's more of just like a cartoon character. That's just like like he's just gonna go save the world one day. You know, like he's gonna stop a meteor or something shit like that.
Just definitely like the dude to roll with in the apocalypse. They'll be like, he used to be a battle rapper.
now he runs shit.
And what else? Is this like over the whole army? And we're gonna go kill these zombies. And what else?
2,000 years
We're
from
gonna
now,
go jack
there's
these
gonna be
motherfucking
marble
shit.
statues of incredible. just fucking like with his bitches hanging off.
And then Megadeth too. You know, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, there's the other guy
Megadeth's in that battle.
and the other guy.
Megadeth's good. Okay, talking about Megadeth. Today, I happened to watch, dude, Caddy Ron versus Megadeth today.
Oh man!
And at the end of one of fucking Megadeth's rounds, Caddy Ron just goes, pause. So he,
Yo, Megadeth was like, I only have one round, and Caddy's like, well, I'm gonna do one 9-minute round. It was the best. It was the best.
it'll be cool, man. I got you.
He
10
said,
minutes.
he said it'll be cool.
He's like, outside, he's all, it'll be cool. And then, like, just 9 minutes of flame broiled roasting.
Yo, that's what Caddy used to do. That's what Caddy used to do. He'd be like, it'll be cool, bro. Like, you'd always tell him.
I mean, dude, even when I battled him, I was like, he's like, I was like, I wrote like 90s, and he's like, yeah, me too, around there. Like, and he's all, let's not have like a time limit though, if you want to go over. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he had like fucking 2 more minutes than me on like every round or some shit like that.
Yes.
Yes, that's great. Okay, so yeah, that's a great card.
But in all
Battles of the
honesty,
Bunker.
Megadeth's pretty good at battling.
Yeah, he's great.
I'm
He's
a
great.
fan of Megadeth.
He's a good match for Incredible because
That's a
he has a
great-
loud
that's amazing,
and
yeah.
in-your-face performance, and that's the kind of person you kind of have to be against Incredible.
Yeah.
You
I-
can't be laid back against Incredible.
I think that's a great clash, actually, and it's going to be really entertaining.
yeah,
So.
for sure. That's
There,
great.
yeah.
All right, and then almost a month later, a little less than a month later, 3 weeks later, we'll get to see Incredible in the
Is
Rumble.
that still going?
What?
There's like a hit.
Oh man, it's nasty, bro. It doesn't go with my cream soda. Let's talk about that 40 you're drinking.
Oh.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. This is for kids' hair.
Jesus
Rest in
Christ.
peace, kids.
Rest in peace, kids' hair.
It's
Don't pour none of that shit.
Today I bought the disgusting lake
So
water.
you just got it out of the way. You're like, fuck it. I'm just gonna jump in the deep end.
I talked about this previously and how it's my least favorite beer of all time.
You've drinking half of it.
Yeah, because I'm made of cork, man. I just pour the shit in me and it just soaks up in there.
Made of cork,
What an odd substance. To
Yeah, that's
choose, right?
crazy, man. That's not like a
It's
superpower.
not sponge. Not
No,
like
if I were an X-Men, like that just be my shit. His
you would just
liver
turn
is
into
cork.
cork.
Like, his liver. And like I'd just be like, glug, glug, glug. What? Rescue who? Fuck that. No, I just be like,
He experienced.
I just like eat people's food at the mansion.
They'd
and
be like,
shit.
reverse live while we're out saving the world. Could you at least pick up your stuff in the living room? And you're like, I'm already wasted and it's 11.
No, one day they'll need you to eat.
Is
a
it
bomb
Tuesday or
Yeah,
Wednesday?
and I'll do it.
They'll be like-
they'll just put it on a
we
pizza.
haven't
and I'll
used,
do
and
it.
then like you could just coast forever. They'll be like, he did eat that bomb.
Remember
one
that time you drank all that poison for us?
soaked it up in his freaking cork belly.
And it's like there's gonna be a poison bomb, and
They
I
were
just
remember when
I
they
corked
were,
it.
Remember when they poisoned the water supply and he drank all of it?
Speaking of poisoned water supply, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking this Budweiser piece of trash beer, And off top, I'm gonna let you know this is a 0 out of 40.
0. Let's read. It's the king of beers.
It's okay, yeah.
It
Let's
can't
not
be a
talk about
0 out of 40. A 0? Really?
Okay.
None? No star?
I'll
Like,
give
no
it a
points?
5. It's a 5 out of 40.
It's a
then
substance.
for
It's got to be
Skylar.
something.
It's gotta have
It's
at
getting
least
me
one.
buzzed, but I also drank 3 tall cans before this, so
Did you have to drink the tall cans to be able to drink the Anheuser-Busch?
yeah, that's, I
Budweiser?
kind of like amped myself up for this garbage water, and like to be honest, dude, Budweiser it just gives me gas. It tastes like I'm drinking. I don't even have it in a can, and it still tastes like metal. How is that fucking possible? Like, what did you guys do to this beer? You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to. It's trash, man. Like, I heard though through the grapevine that they're gonna change their name to America instead of Budweiser.
Yeah,
It's just for marketing. They're not going to actually.
Okay, well, if you do
change
that,
the
you get a
name.
40 out of 40
from Jeff.
You're like,
from me as well. May a wing never fall off the wing. Wait. Shut the fuck. May a feather never fall off the wings of liberty.
There you go. There you go,
Nailed
Cody.
it.
oh, shit.
Fucking nailed it, bro.
Good
I
job.
nailed that shit.
You
fool.
fucking You Steph Curry swished at that shit.
Chef Curry with the shot, boy. Anyway.
All right, so
Anyway, I just brought this pretty much to drag its name through the mud. And just let you know that this doesn't deserve a rating from my mouth because it's just,
have you ever had a good Budweiser, like a Bud Ice or a Bud Light?
Bud Lime.
Bud Limerita?
I believe I just hate all of those.
Yeah.
Everything you just said was
Dirt
like
like Strawberrytas because he's
You
a
know what?
Are
postmenopausal white
strawberries
lady.
Budweiser?
I think those
Are they Coors or the Budweiser?
Budweiser?
I don't. I'd like.
Budweiser? They're Budweiser.
Yeah,
I
the
love
Bud
me-
Light.
You know what?
I love
I've had
me a strawberry.
I've had a Bud Light, one
Bud
of those.
Live. I never had one.
But
That's what you. That's what you
what
pop
about
at this
the
and that.
chilada? I've had the chilada shit in one. You know, tomato.
Yeah.
That was cool. It just tasted like soup, so I drank it.
It's like a tomato soup.
It's basically
Yeah,
like,
this soup is getting me drunk.
Like it was
and
like
my lunch.
It was like getting drunk off soup, and I could deal with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if you want me to drink this, like I need to like prep the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
So my question is if you have almost every time poured something into your 40s to soften the blow,
Why didn't you pour anything
Yeah, why are
into
you
the worst
drinking
one
a
ever?
straight
I'm not
up?
gonna waste no orange juice on this piece of shit right here. This will never have the sweet nectar of orange juice in there.
That's the funniest shit. That's the best. Okay.
That's like I would never spend like
Holy
$2
fuck.
extra just to make this garbage taste like orange garbage.
You just suffer through it.
He said to make this garbage taste like orange garbage.
It's like, you know, when you take a dump and then spray like the spray and then it just smells like flower poop. Like that's pretty much just gonna be like orange poop.
It's like Lysol.
Yeah, it's like,
God damn, you're being incredibly descriptive. I feel like our listeners can imagine that. Right?
yeah. Now you know.
That's great. Wait, you know, if you give someone, let someone talk about what they love. You know, they really
or hate, dude. Because
they all be. he becomes Shakespeare and shit.
I'm just saying, man. I spent a lot of time with 40 ounces, and this guy is just like not invited generally. So
So would you say? Because I feel like you've given
I'll
something
give it
a 5, a
I'll
4.
give it. You know what?
I think
a
what?
5 is
5 is
solid.
fair. I
Five
mean,
is
it gets you drunk.
I could drink. I'm drinking it right now. I'm not throwing up or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Have you ever had anything worse?
I don't think so. I really don't.
I've seen this fool drink beer that just said beer on it before. It's just like a white label. It said beer in black.
Get you good.
The way he said, "I don't think so," is like he's interested to see if he can
Like,
find
can
something.
I dip below?
worse.
I was gonna. There's a couple that that are malt liquors that I haven't tasted, and they very well could taste like
Cody's this guy who shows up with a beer that's just got 3 X's drawn on it.
the jug on my back. And shit.
It's just got 3 X's, not 2. Not to be confused with the popular
He's like, this may be a beer I've already reviewed, but I stole this half-drinking beer from a homeless person, so I don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to go south of the border for your next joint.
Yeah.
Like maybe do they do Corona 40s? They got to.
They
They do the familiars.
They do Modelo 40s.
Those are 32s. Oh, there's got to be another 40. I'm running out of 40s.
No, there's plenty.
Modelo does a
Dos Equis, Modelo.
They do 40s?
Yeah, got to.
I'll check those out.
Yeah, we gotta look for
Because those are delicious, and I would love to tell tales of those beers that I've had.
Yeah, mix some lime in with that shit. All right, okay. So
All right.
You're reminiscing.
that was the 40.
Anyway,
review.
fuck Budweiser. What's up?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Unless you want to sponsor me and like put me on tour or something, then I love Budweiser. Oh.
Sincerity all the way.
I think you've already like burnt that bridge.
Hey, don't
Yeah,
worry.
I think you fucking.
Don't worry
did
if
a
I
lot
write
more than
rhymes. I
burn
write
the
checks.
bridge.
Okay.
I don't think you can. I think you annihilated that.
Yeah. No, I burned that bridge.
You burned the town on the other end of that
ashes
bridge.
of that bridge right now. Well, anyway, let's get away from Budweiser because they've probably got a hit on me by now.
Speaking of big money business,
Dan and the Segways.
there you go.
Sick ass punk band.
The
There you go.
Zang. Dan in the Segways. Now I just imagine they perform on Segways.
It's like a blue man group with
You guys, all have,
segues.
you guys have like keyboard ties.
It's a bunch of dudes with beards. It's a bunch of dudes that look exactly like me with beards, and we just have.
You guys
we
are
just do
you're like a whatchamacallit, a fucking doo-wop, like five person
harmonies and shit.
quartet or whatever.
like
I'm the guy that talks like
they're-
this.
ooh, bop, bop.
Every
We're
once in a
making
while
beats
I
with-
go, well, what about me? Ooh, baby.
All right.
All right, yeah. Okay.
Keep
Come on, man. You're out of
Jesus
control. You're out of
Christ.
fucking control tonight, Skylar. Nick Cannon said he'd battle anyone for $100,000.
When did that happen?
Man, are you guys gonna really let Sharon battle him for
No, well,
us?
look. Okay, cool. No, look. Listen. This is what happened. Let's just break it down.
When?
in a sequence of events.
How long ago?
The beginning of this week, or that like this weekend, right? Was like Saturday was the day he put out the tweet.
Yeah.
Saturday he tweeted that he would battle anyone for $100,000. There was a series of tweets where he was basically saying that they're developing a BET live experience battle rap event. It's going to be Wildin' Out battle, basically. It's going to be, Conceited and Clips and Holla and whoever, he said Timothy Delgado and some of the other cast members too, dudes that aren't battlers, which is interesting. But then he said he would battle anyone for $100,000, and that he wanted to put that up like on some gambling shit. I was like, bro,
So, $100,000 bet.
yes.
Not you
If-
pay me
to
$100,000.
me-
No, yes, $100,000
Just
bet.
clarifying for
Yes,
everyone else.
yeah, exactly. Which is because it's like, you're gonna tell the professionals who usually get paid to do this that they have to pay $100,000 to battle you at your BET
Wait, they
thing,
have to
which
pay?
you're gonna
No.
most assuredly are
If
being
you
paid
win,
to do.
you get $100,000 from
Yo,
him.
we-
If he wins,
He gets
you pay.
$100,000 from you, and he made all the fucking money from throwing the event too. Which is like, that's kind of not how it works, Nick. But in classic Sharon fashion, he showed up with the Canadian bank statement to say that he can back up his that $100,000 bet,
Dude,
and that
you're-
he would like to double it. He said $250K, and then he threw some bars at him and shit. He was like, "This is
And
the
he
kind
went
of
like
shit
this.
that I would do to you." He hella
And he
did that a
dropped some
few
bars.
times. He hella did a few times.
Here's the thing. I don't necessarily have a problem. I'm not the biggest Sharon fan.
Oh,
He's-
I love Corey. We watched him grow up on
Yeah, I've
camera
met-
like the
I'm-
Truman Show.
yeah.
And he's like a real boy now. He's like
Yeah.
a grown up man.
No.
And he's like he's like fucking threatening to battle fools for double
Yeah.
their money and doing the little nose thing.
Here's-
It's adorably dope. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it at all.
No. Here's the thing, though. Sharon, easily one of my favorite freestyle battlers. Off top, easy. He's one of the best freestyle battlers. In my, I like Sharon. I'm not trying to say I don't, but I think if Nick Cannon wants, if we're gonna be put on a platform like that, someone needs to go in there that's gonna fucking bark at him and make him look like shit. Like Sharon's gonna be like, Nick Cannon, you're a big faggot. Like he's gonna do things like that. Like, but no, I sound like I'm hating. Which
Listen, this is what I would say.
Like, what are you doing?
I would say
I would like someone to just go in there and be like fucking on his fucking helmet and just him just like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll tell you this: Nick Cannon actually responded to Sharon.
Sharon
And-
would kill. Like he's a very clever, well calculated battler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just,
Nick Cannon responded, and he fucking threw some bars back at Sharon. He was like, "I don't even know who this guy is, Sharon. What Sharon, whatever." And then he starts rapping, and he's like detailing his entire career and shit. I'm like, I think you know who he is. You just mentioned 4 people he battled.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like you're giving yourself away, Nick. You're showing a soft poker face there. It's not really the way. And they were like some super subpar bars, and he was like, "I know you think Charlie Clips wrote this. No, I don't. I didn't think."
no, none of us thought that.
never
Nick-
thought
Never. Not
that.
at one point was I like, "Yo, Clips definitely wrote this shit." There was not one bar where I was like, "Conceited wrote that." Not one. That's bad for you. I should think every bar Conceited wrote, because I think if that's the case, Sharon would do right by us, the battle world, in the sense that he can make it look like, yo, if this kid can beat you, like, because he's easily,
You know what?
I easily think he's
I
like
did
top
not think
10 in the
about it like
world,
that at
right?
all,
Like
yeah.
I easily think he's like top 10 in the
Oh,
world.
definitely,
But he's not
definitely.
like, I don't put him up there with Hollow, you
Top
know?
10.
When you see what he battled,
He's in my top.
He's
10.
in your top 10.
but I mean, in the world. But you've seen him battle Pat. Like, you could see him get bullied by those dudes who have that
That's what I
more
mean.
Yeah,
aggressive
that
style.
aggressive shit. That's what
Like
he's saying.
dudes who-
Someone who did that to Nick Cannon would probably be more entertaining
I would
to
love
watch.
that.
But I feel like if-
imagine Pat like fucking or like someone like Shotgun Shook even just pocket checking Nick Cannon.
But if Sharon just
That's
did
amazing,
Sharon, if
fool.
Sharon
Like-
just did Sharon and out-rapped him
No,
and had more funny
yeah.
lines, more
That's
consistent
true, yeah,
punchlines,
yeah.
and just took Nick Cannon's career, which is you can find
He
a
would-
lot of humor in, you
and
know what I mean?
Sharon is amazing at finding angles.
Angles, yeah.
And
Wait,
that
wait,
would
so,
be, yeah.
so what does this mean though? Does this mean that they're gonna battle, or is it?
Well,
not,
look, so
like-
he was like,
is he like,
he
oh, I
was-
shouldn't have said that.
No, he was, in so many words, Nick Cannon was saying that he wouldn't battle Sharon in the process of battling Sharon on his little video. So, you know what I mean? Just like he said, I didn't know who he
You know
was, and then he fucking said 4 people he battled. You know what I mean? He did the same thing. He was like, but I'm not going to battle you because you're not on my level, basically, even though I've never done this ever. And you know what I mean?
what?
Like,
I'm
That's
willing.
some bullshit.
I'm
right
willing
there,
to
Kyle.
yeah, it kind of is. But
I'm
I
willing
think
to
that
bet money that they already have the fucking opponent picked out, dude. Like,
I think I already know who it is. I think it's Bow Wow. I think they're trying to set up
holy
like, because that would
fucking
make
Christ.
that
fool.
would be the only thing that made sense, honestly.
Fuck off, like.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with
Yeah,
that
if
shit.
you guys are gonna get these dipshits to bat, like that's like mocking us, dude. Like,
I'll tell you
eat
what,
a
if
dick.
Hollow ain't on the card,
yeah,
then I
I know
don't-
there's
I
some
want nothing
credible
to do with
people
it. I
that
don't want to
roll
watch
with
it.
Nick Cannon.
No, well,
but,
look,
like,
I think
I would like a check too. You know,
I'm obviously a fan of Charlie Clips and Conceited
those
too.
are cool.
Conceited
They're
for
great,
sure.
yeah. Both of those dudes are. I've met them and they're awesome people, and they're both like I respect.
I'd love
their
to see
craft and shit,
Timothy
yeah.
Delgado battle. That sounds super interesting.
Yeah,
to me.
he's awesome too. He's actually awesome, like really a big fan of the fucking culture, and like I've met him before, and he knows all kinds about battle rap.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be pretty cool to fucking see do it.
Yeah,
you know?
so that
someone who respects what we do. And like,
I have interest in this event, but if they're like, you know,
But-
excluding the risk
but like
of
Bow
the
Wow-
people that are on their staff battling dudes who could beat them, you know what I mean?
that's
Or,
kind of
like,
random.
Then
Because why would you? Bow Wow doesn't like Nick Cannon. Like he does the Wild Out thing. I could see.
Yeah.
I could see his approach on like, okay, I'm gonna battle. But like, if you're gonna battle a real battler, so you give it like a real shot.
Well,
like
look at Bow Wow was the guy who did the Freestyle Friday shit. He stood there for a lot of fucking battles, and he's been to a lot of Smack URL events. He has as much, I would say, more
well, I'm not gonna
experience front
I didn't
row
know
at
any of
battles.
it. Well, I remember the Freestyle Friday thing, even though that was like a kind of
Yo, and
crappy era of it.
yeah, but for real,
but I didn't know he went to Smack events and shit. I didn't.
Well,
know
he
that.
had a large part in bringing that Smack into BET.
'Cause
you
I
know what
know,
I mean.
like,
That was
with
like a
the
deal
ciphers
that,
and shit like
yeah,
that?
well, not only that, but the whole like turning Freestyle Friday into a fucking Smack URL thing instead of, you know what I mean, having it be two guys
He was there for
freestyling.
all
And
of
doing
it. Yeah.
He's the guy. Bow Wow's the guy who like made that shit happen. So for him to do it, he has more of a battle pedigree than Nick Cannon.
Well,
Nick Cannon just does like the joke battles on
I guess,
Wildin' Out and shit.
yeah.
It's not.
I wonder if it was
Okay,
maybe
well,
like
I retract what I say. Then I'm giving it.
Well,
a
I just
chance,
either
like,
way, like that's cool. Like that makes sense.
If they both support the culture that heavy, like I could fuck with that. Because obviously Nick Cannon watches battles if he has his unless there's someone on his team who does all that.
Is
Well,
there
that's
is
cool,
something
like,
wrong with your
bet-
mic over there?
No, I'm just being dramatic.
All right.
I would say this: bet Bow Wow. This is the reason why I'm down with this. Bet Bow Wow. Bet him because y'all should bet money and that's cool. But you don't fucking bet Hollow 100K. You don't bet. Fucking what?
Yeah.
Suge 100K.
Who
You
doesn't
don't
want
bet-
100K
You don't
out
bet
of all
the
the people,
Saurus
yeah.
100K. You don't bet Ilmac 100K. You can't. You pay those motherfuckers to battle. Maybe not 100, but you fucking pay them a lot of money to battle them on a platform like
But-
that. They're the ones with all the credibility, and you're the fucking actor.
think there's-
so if you're gonna battle another fucking rapper / actor, that's dope. Y'all should bet money. I'd love to watch it. But if you're gonna battle a real fucking battle rapper, then you pay them like every other fucking league does. You know what I mean? You don't fucking bet them money and then get to make money on the event too. That's fucked up. Like, what sport do you do? Like, is that cool to do? Where you're like, I'm gonna come in and compete on the main card, and if I win, I'm gonna take your money. You know what I mean? I'm also like taking all the promotion and fucking sponsorship.
Sounds
money
like a
from-
Mayweather fight.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna
And you're
say-
not fucking Mayweather. Like, you could do that if you're Mayweather, but you're not fucking Mayweather. You're Nick Cannon. So
I think there's a reason there's like most like serious like threats like or people who could just thrash Nick Cannon aren't really responding to it.
Yeah.
because they kind of know it's kind of like
Yeah, and Mook's not like chasing it because he knows it's not gonna be.
He's not
it's
really-
not gonna be
he's
like
not really
hell yeah,
gonna do it,
I'll
yeah.
battle Mook. you
there's
know?
gonna be like a catch or some bullshit involved.
Or his
like,
management
yeah.
was like, "No, you're not just gonna get eaten alive by some trained veteran battle rapper."
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
no,
mean.
It's
They're-
bad for your career.
I
We're
don't
not
think they're
doing
gonna
it.
let like fucking like Hollow loose on Nick Cannon. Like that's gonna be terrible for Nick Cannon. Like
And if it is, it's gonna be in a very jokey, light way where
Well,
he's not allowed to say
even
specific
look at
things.
Joe Budden versus Hollow. Like Budden is a lyricist and he looked fucking terrible against Hollow. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man,
Yeah.
and that like
And Nick Cannon doesn't rap anywhere near Joe Budden. Like you know what I mean? Not at all. Like
No.
so.
he's
I don't
more
see how
punchy.
they're gonna.
He's more punchy, and in that, and in like a fucking super unseasoned audience, he can get a lot of reaction
Yeah, that's
on
true,
some like
yeah.
Cat in the Hat ass shit.
You know what?
Well,
you know what I
also,
mean? Like-
every time they go up and they do like one or two bars, and then like their time's up, you know. So
I
then they're
gotta-
standing off to the side thinking of things for fucking,
Yeah.
5 minutes, then going back up and saying two things. It's not really like
I guess I'm thinking of it. Too,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
it's way
crowd-
different.
I guess I'm thinking too, like the crowd's gonna like fucking be battle fans, which it probably won't.
No, it's going to be a
No.
BET experience, bro. It's going to be a random selection of attractive people standing in front of cameras who have no kind of like seasoned nature when it comes to watching battles. So like they can like watch Hollow like float and do some crazy shit and be like, "What is this? I don't even get this. What is happening?"
Yeah.
Versus like,
I'll never excel in these formats.
well, I don't know. Like also, yeah, like you said, you don't see like a lot of the more seasoned dudes who would be like
They know that
caliber,
it's-
not
yeah.
chasing
I mean,
it.
you know,
If you think it through as someone like me, if you're like, I'll fuck Nick Cannon up, but when you start to think of the steps that go into it and go after, you're like, there's some bullshit involved with this.
There's
Hey,
no
but
way this
you
is
got
gonna
to give
happen.
it to Sharon for fucking doing that because
Yeah.
now it's all eyes on him for
Yeah, for
fucking
sure.
pulling out that he's like, "Oh, I got 100 racks," you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
There ain't
I
no
do
other.
not got 100 racks.
but
No.
exactly, there
Yeah.
isn't any other battle rapper that did that either. So,
Facts.
you know,
I work in a
good
warehouse,
shit.
baby.
In that
I ain't
in
got
that
no
regard,
racks.
he made himself look like the most successful battle rapper out here.
Good shit. Good shit.
Shout to you. I rap better than you.
That
but
was a
shout
good.
to you.
That was a good. That was a really good play. I think he knew he wasn't going to get it the whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
But
come
it's-
on. Like
it-
you said, it's
he-
like
he
it would
used
be a
it to his
bad
advantage.
it would be a bad move for Nick Cannon to just go in with some seasoned battle rapper for 100 racks with actual judging.
Yeah.
Like unless it was biased
well-
judging that he's gonna lose, which just makes him look like a fucking dick if he obviously beat some guy who beat him.
Sharon played it very smart because, like, obviously, if you throw like that kind of comment out, like, and if you really mean it, you're gonna get like the elite dudes being like, "Give me your fucking money." But like Sharon thought about it on the spectrum, like, okay, here's my money too, fool. Like, I'm gonna present myself as an actual pot too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? I can respect that because I would have just been like, Nick Cannon, you bring the money. We're gonna battle over a pool table. You're gonna stack it up in the middle, and we're gonna do it over that. And whoever wins walks out.
You
And
basically are saying, Nick Cannon, I'm gonna rob you.
all my friends are gonna be there, and we're gonna pick judges of my decision.
Yeah.
Dirtbag Dan, Skylar.
You don't need
and
this money.
3 dudes
You were
from my
married to
neighborhood.
Mariah Carey, man. Get out of here. Get out of here with that shit.
Yeah, you got to bang
Scamper
Mariah Carey,
away.
man. You already won.
Can I just say this? Speaking of
No.
Speaking of cannons,
Sure.
it's fucking R.I.P. when I burn these Macs. I don't care who you with. Please play this fucking video right now, bro, because it's forever embedded in my head and heart.
Dan literally knows this whole verse, dude.
Yo, this is
And it got a banging grip, so big the barrel got a sign that
Say
say
dangerous.
No, I'm giving attitude, nigga, I ain't
Plain
changing
shit.
it. Empty on them, change the clip, nigga, who you
Playing with.
Cartwheel move, feel like letting the
Round off.
People, places, things is every noun around y'all.
oh
Even DNA's like, yeah, I know this one too.
Fall down, it be your downfall.
Yep.
Early in the morning, cutting crowns and the dimes, I right up front, like I got it off assignment. I try to be a star.
Yep.
Shine on my grind, get that cell block when I get that
Star 69.
Hot leg for hot heads, try cooling it. Big old cannon, it be smoking like a hookah. Ain't nobody in the place safe when I'm shooting shit. When I burn these max, I don't care
who you with?
shit, I was raised
Yo.
with a fool. I grew
Okay,
up
that's
with
it.
a fool.
We don't. Yo, DNA's never spit the same verse twice. But
DNA's
that's the
really good
third
freestyling.
fucking. That's the third time we've heard that verse from K-Shine. I'm not even mad anymore. I'm impressed. This is incredible. First we seen it on Total Slaughter. Then obviously he presented it in a battle against me on some like 8 hours notice shit. And then once again,
It's performance art, bro.
shouts out to Walrus Porn Star who sent that to me. That's the kid I threatened to blow rape that one time.
Is it that one time?
That one time.
That one
and then,
time? And then for months over email?
No, but he what he said was funny. He was like, it's like he
Man,
did-
K-Shine, I tried to defend you last time for this, but 3 times.
shame on you.
Shame on me, man.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Yo, he
Shame
said,
on you.
Walrus Porn Star said, he said, it's like he truly believes that RIP when I burn these Macs, I don't care who you with, is the hottest bar that has ever existed.
I'm just
like,
saying.
it's not like he's consciously doing this shit. He's like, this is the one that the world needs.
As a
Yes.
rapper, I don't see how that's fun. Like, okay, I'm going to the Sway in the morning show, or I'm going to this place. There's going to be cameras on me at all these places. I would like to spread my dopest verses out, so when my fans like, oh, he has something new, then he goes, I'm gassing on some new shit, right? And it's like, oh no, my fans are just gonna know this verse. Like,
I think once
forever
you
and ever and
put some
ever.
shit out, like whether it be in a battle or in a cipher that's on a fucking TV show or
Yeah.
Sway in the morning.
That's the only
Those are
one-
3 different ones where you're like, after that, you don't do that verse anymore.
No, okay.
This fool did it
I
at
was
all
saying-
3 of those things. He
I
did
was-
it in a battle. He did it at Sway in the morning, and he did it on the Total Slaughter show.
only
There's
thing-
like a total. There's so many views on him doing the same.
The only
fucking
thing I
verse.
defended was the Total Slaughter thing was like some behind the scenes shit.
Yes.
But you're on the radio getting heard by the world.
You
like,
know you're going to that place to do that.
Yeah, and this is like months after
You'd think that,
he
like,
battled
at
you,
least-
This
right?
might be like a year later.
At least pick
That's what I'm
a
saying. This
different
is
battle.
After he battled,
you know,
yes.
they could at least just
I
pick a
was
different
listening
battle.
to the
maybe.
radio when they were on there, and I don't remember like this, like the hearing that part. I remember DNA being on there when I was driving to work and shit, and I was kind of like pumped about it. But like, fucking, that's like, if you like. Obviously, people have seen your battle. It's KOTD. There's like thousands of views on there.
Yeah, it's like
And
100.
you-
There's like got to be over 100,000.
Well,
Yeah, and
why
then
didn't
you
you
would-
just do something from a different battle? Like,
Or like
if
the less
he's done
known-
more
that's
than
crazy.
one battle.
Like I don't see how like that's like me going to like fucking something and just dropping like only one verses, like my shit that I just did in that battle. Like, oh, I'm gonna drop my rounds from only one's battle, like at this radio station, and there's gonna be two existing pieces of audio that are the same exact thing, and like I don't know, it's just weird to me.
Once you bust it out on like a battle in a format like that, it's like no,
it's done. It's gone.
Done. It's over. It's like can't do
Well,
it.
and I don't know.
Yo, our battle has 240,000 views.
There
so
was
that's
a time
that's
where
almost
you
a
could
quarter of a
recycle-
million views on it that one
Just
time.
the one
and
thing.
then you go to Sway in the morning and do the same verse that you have a quarter of a million views on in the battle. That don't seem smart. Or like write
Just
some
seems
more.
lazy.
I mean, I might be.
That's all it
some
is. It
more
just seems
verses.
lazy more than anything.
I might be a nerd, but like, as a rapper, like half the fun of it is just writing new shit and like presenting new shit to like people all the time. Like, I don't know if I just care about my craft like on some nerd shit, but like, I don't see how that's fun.
And I don't. And like we
It
don't.
just
get that.
seems lazy. It doesn't seem like it's
like you're having fun. Like it seems like like I said, I don't know if that sounds nerdy, but like what the fuck?
Oh, and on some straight up jelly beans shit, like I ain't getting that Sway look. If I did, I'm definitely not spitting the same verse that I spit on anything else. Like yeah, I'm writing some. I'm writing
some gas.
Yeah.
Dude, like or I'm like the shit I've been saving for my like
exactly
album,
like oh that song is not a song anymore. That's just some shit I did on Sway in the morning.
Maybe,
you know what I mean? Like,
Maybe he's just not hungry right now. You know, maybe it's like
he did you know what? He did another one that was really dope from that fucking same session and shit. I just thought it was funny because someone linked me to it. I'm like, God damn. That's
I haven't seen the rest of it. He could have killed it, but like
crazy.
that's to me like what I'm saying. Like it's weird
his
to
go-to.
just have the same shit, and also too because like I have like cipher verses too, like that I keep. Like I have like 4 that are just bars that I wrote. Like so when people are like rhyming, like if I'm in a scenario like that, like on a cipher or radio type show or whatever, like or like I could just intertwine my shit like that. Like I'm not gonna pull, you know what I mean? Like some battle verse. Like I don't even have like song. Like I don't even use a lot of my song verses on shit. I just have random like punchline-y verses that I just throw out sometimes.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I like I said, I would bring some shit.
Yeah,
but
man.
That's just me. But at the end of the day, it's fucking RIP when I burn these Macs. I don't care who you with. And I don't even care. I don't have a single care in the world about who you might have with you at that particular moment. When I burn these Macs, it's RIP. And I don't care who you with. And that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
When he burns those
That's it.
Macs, ooh.
If I decide to,
if your prerogative has been made,
if I have the proper inclination to let ignition spark through these Macs,
combusting in an explosion inside of the chamber,
rest in peace.
You will.
I don't care.
you will die into decetion. Decetion.
I'm not even concerned at all with who you might keep as your company.
Not an inkling of concern.
None.
An inkling of concern.
That's it. I just want to put that out there before we move on.
Now we've cleared that up.
Now that we cleared that up, we're gonna look. We did a super long, very San Jose-ish issue, super San Jose style interview with my dude.
What the fuck is that?
I was like, it's like coastal, but there's no coast, so it's just like foothills.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, check this out. This is an interview, San Jose style.
Kung Fu Vampire was here. We'll check out a piece of this, and you can click the link to watch the entire interview in its entirety, and then check us out on tour.
An entire interview.
You can watch the whole interview in the whole part of it. Check us out on tour, on the Look Alive tour. We're coming to Canada in your motherfucking face. And
It's a tour.
Check out the link
Tour
to
your face.
new music from Kung Fu Vampire in the video description. And when we come back, we're going to have some video questions from you dickheads. Yeah, Dirtbag Dan Show. You bitch. Cheer, motherfuckers. Dirtbag Dan Show. We're back, and we have a special guest in the building tonight joining us, completing the fucking table setup.
Left.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kung Fu Vampire in this bitch.
Yeah.
DVD show.
We're clapping. Fuck, man, it's been a long time since you've been on the podcast.
Couple years? 2 years?
did we do this just like last time, right before we went on fucking tour,
I think so.
or like at right
Maybe
after?
a couple weeks before.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah. And that was 2014, I believe, summer, March-ish, 2014. Me and you, and Recognize and G Moski.
Awesome fucking tour.
That was talking to that
Awesome tour.
yes.
Awesome fucking tour.
Oh, I want you to
All
James
right.
Hetfield that motherfucker. Yeah, no, that was a super fun tour. We went I would say like from Kansas City all the way over. We did like the whole fucking most like West Coast and a little bit of the.
It was like the West. We did the West.
We did the whole West. Yeah,
yeah.
because it was more than just like we did everything this side of the Rockies and then a little bit on that side of the
Kansas
Rockies too.
City. Do we do Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City and
Tulsa?
Tulsa.
Oh, those are so fun.
Crazy, bloody hotel rooms. Very, yeah.
Yeah.
Get it in his face, Skylar. So we're about to go back on the road again, but this fucking time, we're going to Canada, man.
Skylar, was this your beer?
No, it was mine, but you could have it.
No, it's not my fault.
We're going to Canada and we're going to visit our
No.
fucking King of the Dot brethren, and we're actually going to be like it's a like a variety show of sorts, right? Like this isn't your average hip hop show. That's-
A variety show like with like musical acts and skits and
well, we're doing stand-up
Burlesque
comedy.
dancing.
burlesque dancing.
I hope.
We
should.
mix that.
Yeah, that
That'd
would
be cool.
Actually,
I wouldn't
that's
be
a
mad
great
at it.
idea.
Yeah. Cody, here we go.
Is burlesque when it's kind of the
I'm
bigger,
always
bigger
down to
girls,
throw tits
right?
into
Bigger
things.
girls. Burlesque.
I don't
Could be
know.
ladies with big old titties. Yes.
Yeah, why not? Here.
I don't know that
Pasties?
it's like that's the definition of it, but every time I've ever seen burlesque, it's always some thick ass bees.
I like it
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah.
just like no holds bar. They're down for whatever. and
Tourette's?
That's how we are. You know.
At Tourette's, they always have the thick beezies getting down on some burlesque.
Oakland's
some
got
of them
the
are
thick
like some of them
beezies,
are bad as fuck.
They
too.
do
Yeah,
like
they
and
get down too.
Yeah.
Kung Fu would dig this. They do themed ones. One time I seen a burlesque fucking thick ass Beezy breaking down as Pinhead. She was dressed in like
Oh, that's
full
cool.
Wow.
Pinhead
Crazy.
regalia, and then
Yeah.
at the end, like after she got into her full like tassel mode, she busted out a hammer and started knocking nails into her head. It was fucking amazing. Yo, man, I'm excited about hitting the road again. You got new music coming out too, right? You're dropping an album on the tail end of this tour, and you're having an album release at the Catalyst, which is like the biggest, best venue that we can rock out here. Like on our level in San Jose, you're either rocking a fucking dive bar or you're at the fucking SAP Center and shit. You know what I mean? But the
Or it's-
Catalyst
yeah,
is dope
21
because
and
it's
up.
like it's a classic venue, and you're doing the big room at the Catalyst, right?
Yep, doing the big room.
dope,
First
dope,
time
dope.
ever. I've opened up on that room one time during the middle of the week kind of thing.
With like Tech Nine.
Yeah, and this time we're gonna be doing headlining on a Saturday in the big room. Right when me and Dan come back, we come back early July, and July 9th is the CD release party at
Yeah.
the Catalyst. And I'm
And your
releasing
album's going to be available online that
the
day?
night before.
Okay.
Yep, the Friday, July 8th, and CDs will be available that day. It's a pretty exciting time, man. We're going on tour.
You guys
while,
are performing there?
We're working out details. You may be doing comedy, maybe performing.
Woo!
Well, yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy.
Yo, yeah, it's
That's like fucking half hour from a pad.
it's close. That's
Nice.
closer than here. You sweet.
What are you in? Are you in Watsonville?
Yeah.
Hollister.
He said.
Hollister.
He said. Fuck you. Skylar said Gilroy last week. He said, "Hey, fuck you." Never. Fuck Gilroy. Not fucking
Hollister.
Gilroy, bro.
Yeah. So we got the. It's crazy. I'm gonna be finalizing the graphics while I'm on tour. We've got the album. It's sitting in ready to go. Pre-sales and pre-orders are gonna be up June 17th.
You got music videos on deck.
Crazy
singles
music
for this one,
videos,
right?
man. Yeah, we got a new single dropping today. When you're hearing this, it's called Fire, and it's featuring Ubiquitous of Cess Crew, who is signed to Strange Music.
Dope.
And the infamous Locksmith from the Bay Area.
Oh yeah, dope.
So it's
dope.
me and them two, and we did a video for that. And then my first single, it's a solo single song called "She Is a Villain," drops the day of the CD release party. So it's pretty wild. I've been shooting more videos this year than my whole career.
Oh, that's
period.
dope. Yeah,
Whole
yeah.
career, yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah, for sure. You've been very like selective about it. it's dope that this album will get to see more than 1 or 2 music videos off it. You're gonna have like a fucking
Sure.
bunch.
Trying to do 8. There's 8 songs I want
Nice.
videos for. So we'll see if I can pull it off.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I got a other thing I got coming out this summer is there's gonna be an animated. I forgot the style art. It's flash animation mixed with like Japanime style music video with me and Hobson. A song me and Hobson did. There's a music
Dope.
video coming out with it in that style, and the dudes are from Russia that are creating the video. So there's a lot going on, man. And fall, I'll be doing my big U.S. run, 45 dates, and that's gonna be insane.
Damn,
That's gonna be
full.
November,
That's a
December.
lot
I'll
of
be
fucking
gone.
show.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to do the Canada one for me, especially because I've got to go to like Calgary, go to Vancouver, go to Toronto a lot. But there's so many spots in the middle that I've never
that's
got to
really
go
cool.
to
You
where
get to
people,
see.
I get to meet the real King of the Dot
Yeah.
fans, like for sure, 100%.
You're gonna be all
Yeah,
up in
totally.
Canada.
Have you
Yeah,
been
I'm
to
gonna be
Saskatoon?
all up in fucking Canada. No, hell
Saskatoon?
no, I haven't been.
So-
to
Dan's gonna be right in
I'm
Canada.
stoked. I'm stoked to go to Saskatoon.
Right in your
I'm stoked
guts.
to go to
They're gonna
Grand
love-
Bend. Logan
Yeah.
keeps going, where the fuck is Grand Bend? I'm like, fuck you, Logan. I don't
How do
care.
you
I'm
live there
stoked
and
to go
not
there.
know?
It's along the watery.
He's just mad
It's all
we're not going to his
Canada.
house to go do push-ups and
Well, the
give
thing
dick
is, that Dan, is that you and the vampire guy, you need to be careful when you're driving because there's moose in the road.
Yep.
And in Canada, you can't hit the moose. It's a federal crime.
You
And
go-
then you won't get pardoned, and then they'll send you back.
They get demerits.
And then also,
Get demerits.
when you're there, try some poutine.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Sorry about that, by
Yeah.
the way.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry to
Hey,
tell
Dan,
ya.
sorry to come on your show. I'm sorry.
sorry, sorry to come on.
Hey, battle rappers, I'm sorry about that. I'm just kind of here. But anyways, I like
Sorry
you.
to all the fans.
Sorry. I just want to say sorry.
how we're gonna
Bro, we were in the middle of Canada. We were in the middle of fucking Canada trying to get pancakes at an IHOP, and this guy said sorry so many times. Mr. Gray finally lost his fucking mind. He's like, dude, stop saying sorry. Get the fucking pancakes. Get the fucking pancakes. I'm sorry. Dude, shut the fuck up. Get the pancakes. Sorry. I mean, it just never ended. They love sorry is like excuse me.
You
or
know that's
dude,
when you're
know?
you know you're totally American when like you get mad at how polite somebody is in the middle of Canada.
Why are you so?
No, it
fucking
got
polite?
ridiculous. We love. See, here's the
Knock
thing.
it off.
I feel like I'm Canadian. I love Canadians. I relate to Canadians. I'm a nice guy. I like nice people, and I think like
Everybody
I relate
should
to
be
them
nice.
more.
There's no reason to not be nice.
Life is short, man. I met a fan at the Catalyst Tech 9 show a couple weeks ago who basically had this drunk conversation with me out front. Big motherfucker. Telling me how he's like, yo, man, I was the guy in Chico who started a fight with you. I was throwing shit at you. I was telling you to fuck off. I heard some rumors about you. Found out later they weren't true. I didn't want to be cool to you just because my ego was hurt. But then I found out you were just so nice. He's like, and I like you. He's like, I wanted to fucking hate you. And I said to him this, I was like, bro, life is too short to be a tough guy. It's all about love and having fun. And I've gotten so much more shit since I've been a nice, mellow dude than being a mean, tough guy. And he was like, I can't agree more, man. And like, that guy's my friend now. You know what I mean?
That's
And this
what's up.
dude fucked up one of my shows and did some serious shit that most people would bomb on him for. But Canadians, you guys are fucking amazing. And honestly, that's why I haven't toured in a year, bro. I'm going to Canada first because y'all motherfuckers are the shit, and you're going to get the first preview of the Look Alive album. The brand new album, Look Alive. Canada gets to hear it first. So
Dope. And we're going to set it off. And we're going to do, and if you guys want to get in on the show, we're going to set up fucking battles, which is going to be dope because we got
Crazy.
live drum and bass situation cracking. And we're just going to get some freestyle battles cracking. I'm going to be your host with the most, which is great because if for some reason, like both of y'all are garbage, whoever y'all is, then I'll just make fun of both of you. You know what I mean? And it becomes like an extra.
That's why I
it's
like
a
bad
layer.
battles better than good battles.
Well, that's
most of
why
the time.
that's how freestyle battles can be good. Is that if they can be, it's either they're one or the other. They're either like fucking amazing because dudes are cooking, or like dudes are so bad and you're like, whoa, did you hear that? He just said he'd
Yeah.
suck his dick.
Thanks.
That was weird.
That's always
Thanks
weird.
to-
30 seconds, it's on you. And you know what I mean? And everyone just has
Thanks
so
to
much fun with
freestyle
that.
battles, I once heard a guy say, "You have the penis size of a cheetah's eyes." It's so fucking.
oh, that's amazing. Yo, the best. I think this battle format, right? They're not gonna know who their opponent
No,
is.
not at all. It's
gonna
gonna
be
get-
almost like a freestyle.
It's going to be the first 4 people that sign up are going to get paired off randomly, and it's going to be 30-second rounds. It's flip a coin, classic shit. Old 8 Mile style and shit. I'm gonna be your boy Future with minus the dreads.
I'm really feeling bad that we didn't make it a compliment battle. I was thinking back at it. It's like we're in Canada.
You
We're
can
pretty
still
nice
throw it out there
guys.
and
No,
see
we
if
could probably
anyone
set that
Still
up.
compliment. At least one of them. We
On
gotta do
the
a
tour,
compliment
at
battle.
least one time on the tour, we will do a legit compliment battle, and you get bonus points for saying Surrey.
Dude at
They
the
should do an apology battle.
apology. Dude at the back bar, Mario, the security dude, super cool. He was like asking me the other day. He's like, "Hey, Kung Fu, I'm trying to explain a compliment battle. This guy, he doesn't understand how to do it. Can you show him?" I'm like, "I'm not a battler, bro." He's like, "Well, just how would it be?" And I'm just like, "Man, you're so great. If I want anybody to fuck my lady, it's gonna be you."
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You look like you brush your teeth a lot, floss, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Going up, he's like,
yeah.
"See, that's what I'm talking about. It's awesome because everybody's happy." And I was like, "Man, you're Canadian, bro." And then that made me think we should have fucking done a compliment.
Just
battle for
compliment
real.
battles across the board.
Man. Mistake me if I'm wrong. Did you lose a battle because Roan or somebody complimented the fuck out of you? Did this happen? Saying
Yeah.
you weren't dirty?
The angle that he took was
you.
very complimentary.
Okay,
It was Dirt's
And I
a
don't
good
think
guy.
It was
I don't
Dirt's,
feel
Dirt's
like-
a loyal, good man.
Okay, I think I heard it from
I
you
don't
or
feel-
Skylar. Someone
I don't
told me
feel
about
that there are many people that believe that I won that battle. So I feel like
Yeah,
that's a pretty
that was,
accurate.
Yo, Ron.
pretty accurate
That was
statement.
That was Bird Bar's
And that
battle.
dude's
Yeah.
a beast,
Accurate
right? That
statement.
dude's a
But
beast.
Ron-
Oh yeah, he's
Ron-
the
yeah, yeah.
current
That's one of
king
the
the
best.
dot
That's one of the
champion.
best run performances in my opinion.
it's great.
Like he's fucking
He murdered it.
hilarious in that fucking.
You know what's
battle,
crazy,
dude.
man? I like this guy
Yeah.
so much. We're on tour with Potluck, and they were at the time on the same label as Mad Child, friends with Mad Child. They're like, "Yeah, that Mad Child battle's dope. You know, your boy Dirt got dusted." I'm like, "Bullshit, motherfucker! Watch the battle." I made all of them watch them all. Watch the battle, get high, watch the battle. Tell me again who won. And I said, "Forget the claps every time Mad Child says Canada. Who the fuck won the battle?" He's like, "You're right, bro. Your boy won." So Canada, I love you, and you may love your Mad Child. I know you're starting to like
Hey.
your snack the Ripper a little more, but hey, listen. This dude beat Mad Child.
Whatever.
Period.
It don't matter.
I don't care if he
It
doesn't
don't
care.
matter.
He actually hopes he loses because he
Nah,
wants those
it
Canadian
don't matter.
fans.
It just don't
he
matter.
doesn't lose much. But I personally, I see that battle. I'm like, yo, bro, Mad Child for not being a battler was dope as fuck.
I should have
honestly-
gave him a lot more hell being the guy who had like the experience and shit. And I always said with him it was just a wild card. Like I had no idea
Awesome battle.
what kind of stuff he was gonna bring or like who he was gonna be.
Yeah.
And never could I have ever anticipated that he would be a silver-eyed lion.
You fucking took the next thing out of my mouth. I was gonna say, are you sure you're not a fucking
Yeah, no.
giant running through the forest?
No, bro. I never even like I'm familiar with Mordor, and I've definitely like I've read
Animal, cannibal, corridor, horror.
Yeah, I know. I'm
He's
familiar.
dope, bro. Mad
I
Child's
knew
dope.
that spells were being cast. I didn't know the specific spells. You know what I mean? I couldn't pinpoint what was happening, but I was like, oh no, this is magic.
Oh,
This is wizardry.
There's magic
This is
afoot.
you started
wizardry.
looking around and you're
Like, oh shit, is this? I'm like, is wizardry?
Dan was
legal?
making sure his people were still with him. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
"What's
you-
going
Not
on around
again.
Fools
nobody's,
were-
nobody's been turned into a frog yet.
Fools were like, fools were like, nope, we're not with you. They're like, you're a victim of wizardry. We're just
Yeah.
gonna watch this shit.
the whole crowd.
You are
What if
forever
he made?
unclean.
What if that's the reason the crowd was cheering was because he put them under spell?
Cast some sort of love spell on the audience.
Canadians are like, Matt Child won. He said sorry at the end, dude. You lost. He said sorry. He's polite.
You know what they tell me a lot is that he kissed me afterwards too. And
On
I
the
guess
side of your head?
and I think I think he kissed my beard. I had so much beard that
How
I
could
didn't
you
feel
not?
it. You know what I mean? I just knew that he was like, yeah, exactly. Like that's all you're kissing is just like you're just getting a hair
Sweaty
He saw
beard
him. Oh, he went
kiss.
for the hug, and he's. I guess I just get some this way.
He's also good.
I'm just gonna get a little bit of that
kiss.
beard.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
That was a good battle. The Mac Lethal battle was good too. I'm a fan of
Yo,
battle rap. I'm a fan of battle rap. So Canadian battlers, when you show up to the show, don't be like Kung Fu. I want to battle you because then I'll say, okay, if you can do a 4-part harmony with me and play drums,
Yeah.
then I'll fucking get in your
Get
shit.
on stage.
But we don't do the same thing. I
Get
don't do
on
that. I'm a
stage.
fan of battle rap. I love battlers. Even some of the shitty ones, I still see the potential in them and I respect them because that shit's hard, man.
Even the
Battling's
shitty
hard,
ones.
bro. Stand-up comedy, that shit is hard. I'm a big stand-up comedy fan, man. Dan knows. Any chance I get, I'll go to the improv, you know?
Yeah, and,
Big time.
and it's a lot easier to get people to come to comedy shows than it is to get people to come to hip hop shows. So the beauty of this is that it's a comedy show, it's a hip hop show, and if you want to get up on stage and fucking battle, then you could do that shit too. But the reality is that this guy's shows are always a little more than a hip hop show. You know what I mean? Like we roll into town with the fucking trailer, with the motherfucking lights, with the fucking drums and the fucking amps, and it's a whole fucking production. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope to watch because Jeremy and Chris, who are responsible for the live instrumentation portion of your shit, they work throughout the whole tour. Like every stop, they're like, oh, you know, we could do this here, we could do that there, and they add little fucking bells and whistles and shit. And it's like every show gets to be a little different
It
and a little
tightens
better.
up.
You know,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just dope. It's and it's cool to watch because like the musicianship of like hip hop, like especially on like the battle end, it's so just about the rap. You know what I mean? And so when I got to go out with you last time and I was just doing songs, you know what I mean? And not comedy and not doing any kind of hosting of any battles or whatever, it was cool to just be like, oh, this is what it's like to do fucking shows. You know what I mean?
When I
Like-
went on tour recently, that was the first time I've only like traveled and just done music where I didn't have to like stress about yelling at someone the next day, and I just got to do, like you said, the same songs night after night.
Yeah,
But like after a few couple shows, I was like, this is pretty tight actually.
Yeah, you
know,
get dialed
like-
in and you feel comfortable. But to
Yeah.
watch it happen on like a, you know, more of like, for me, it's like I got to just get the song right and get the fucking my breaths right or whatever. For him, it's like the fucking lights go when he
Yeah,
jumps
that's
and it's
a-
fun.
that's
It's a
a whole
different
level,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
whole fucking different thing. So it's cool to watch that shit throughout the tour, and it's cool for people that come there. Like for on my end, and this will be one of the rare times where in Canada I'll be bringing some fools out who will be like, "Who's Kung Fu Vampire?" And they're like,
I know who he is and not me up there in some of those cities. So that's dope.
and they'll be like pleasantly surprised all the time. Like I can always count on like they'll go into the show with whatever kind of preconceived notion about you because of your name and come out like, yo, that shit was fucking crazy with a t-shirt and shit or a fucking beanie. You know what I mean? Because it's live as fuck, and it's definitely hard not to get caught up in as someone in the audience. You know, there might be a fucking death wall or whatever. You know what I mean?
I'll probably sign your girlfriend's tits.
That's boobs will get signed. You know what I mean?
Burlesque
I'm
titties.
always impressed at the amount of boobies this guy signs. It's always an interesting, like, I'm like, oh, whoa.
They become just object. I'm always like, how old are you? Okay, if they're even like, if I think they're even close, I'll fucking distantly sign their neck. I'm like signing their neck. They're like, no, sign my tits. I'm like, no, neck. Not getting near your tits.
I'll hit some collarbone maybe. That's as far
Hey,
as
on
I'll
another
get.
note, how is there even Canadian battlers? I can't imagine Canadians being that mean.
Yo, there's some of the meanest people I know are Canadian.
Maybe that's because they never get mean normally. So they're
Pat
like,
Stay is
I'm
crazy
never
mean.
mean. So when it comes to a battle, everything I think about everybody's coming out on you.
Pat Stay is
That's the
like
thing.
he's crazy mean and he's like big and scary and he's Canadian as fuck. And
Well,
he's like one of the
Canadians
best.
can
He's
fight.
like one of the
Canadians
best
can
dudes.
fucking brawl.
Well, yeah,
they
for sure.
brawl, bro. They put it down. In Saskatoon, there was like 6 fights at one show. It was Twisted Tech 9 and Kung Fu, so there was like 1,500 people there. But there was like bikers fighting. Everybody was fighting and putting hands up. Like I was looking at the punches like, yeah, that's a good punch. That's a good punch. I don't want to be near that punch. So
Drunk fights, bro.
Canadians can fight, man. Fucking love Canadians.
Drunk
If
fights.
you're
Well,
Canadian
hey.
and you're watching this, I love you, eh?
Hey, well, if you're Canadian and you're watching this, check out the tour dates that I'm putting on the screen right now. We're coming to town. We're coming to all of these fucking places. You can get tickets at kungfuvampire.com. Link to new music from him on the screen and in the video description. So fucking click on that shit and check that shit out. And we will see you motherfuckers very shortly. Anything else to add to the situation? At Kung Fu Vampire on everything, right?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram. You want to see the cool day-to-day life shit. Twitter if you want to talk shit to me and get a response. Facebook if you want the real info, all the details. And don't miss this show, man. We put a lot into coming up to Canada for you. You know, we got the request, me and Dan, to come up there, and we made it happen.
Yeah.
And I worked my ass off.
It's
to
like
get us
bringing
up
San
there, you know?
Jose to you
Really.
too, for real though. Like
Bringing you culture. We're bringing you comedy. We're bringing you things that are, I guarantee a lot of people are not bringing to your country, you know. And
It'll be fun.
It's not easy crossing the border. The exchange rate's bad, so
Yeah.
come support. Show us some love. We're gonna show you love. We're gonna give it our all.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, man, let's do a compliment battle.
Cheer.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Dirtbag Dan Show. Whoa, you bitch.
I I'm the master of ceremonies. My ass has never been phony. I ask that you unmask and relax. If that's too much to ask, then blow me. Fuck you. Pay me now, then thank me later. You a fucking hater. You the run of the litter. You should've ate your veggies for dinner, but you a fucking beginner. You bragging about the money, frontin', you a breadwinner. I can see right through the eyes of a fool that is standing in debt with the devils and gods. And all of these trinkets, the booty delicious. My Uzi is vicious. This spot is so odd. Fictitious. You die as a witness, and ain't nobody coming to your funeral. You fucked all your friends and you burned all your bridges, counting all your riches. Now there's only one dish in the sink. Only thing left is the time to think of all of the things that you lost. On a mission to prove that you was the dude with a fancy do, flossy shit with a spineless crew. A Catholic schoolboy is tighter than you. Ain't no rules, the game's infused, the lanes are bruised. I raise the roof, just trying to educate you with nothing but proof.
Watch what you say, watch what you do, 'cause everything will come back to you.
All right, video questions.
All right.
Video questions.
Damn.
We have 2 from the Irish roster because we've been lagging on putting out episodes. And just so you motherfuckers know, this is the last episode of June, and the next time you see the Dirtbag Dan show, it will be in July sometime when I'm back from tour. But I will be releasing some pretty exciting tour vlogs while I'm out there.
He's gonna ghost hunt.
I'm gonna ghost hunt. I'm gonna go to a ghost party.
He's sorry. Sorry, eh?
Sorry.
All right, ready?
Oh, Irish Rasta, relax a bit. Shit.
Straight relax.
He's like, what are you doing?
Yo, DBD show, it's your boy, Irish Rasta, coming at you just to finish work, stone cold sober. Take that, Psychosis.
Yeah.
But yeah, shouts out for answering the question last week, guys. Shouts out to Psychosis and the Hamburglar chipping in. But yeah, it was a good answer, and I just so we're talking about how battle rap can exist on those different levels. So you, as long as you got a camera and 2 dudes, you got a battle rap league. Now, just personal preference, taking money and your own relationship with battle rap out of it. Do you prefer battle rap on like the most basic level, like just 2 dudes on the street corner fucking going at it, or do you prefer things like a Blackout 5, like big stage, fucking, you know, sound equipment and all this shit set up? And what do you guys like? Where do you think you get the best material? Because I like it when these guys have their own intro tracks and it gets all intense and you're building up almost like wrestling. But then at the same time, I feel like that same hype builds a load of bullshit, just bar. So yeah, ups and downs. But what do you guys think is the best way to have battle rap? So if money wasn't a thing and it was just about trying to get the purest form, you think something like The Bunker is best? You think something like Yorel? But yeah, shouts out for doing the show, guys. I'm gonna go get high.
All right, Rasta. I will say this. I think there's something to be said for the stage battles, and it's, I think, different battlers for different stages. I think that certain, and you see dudes like T-Rex is a great example of someone who does really good in the stage and in the pit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he just delivers really well
all around. Like,
yeah.
And a lot of the greats are like that. Hollow, again, stage, in the pit, wherever. He's having a good performance. But I think that the Bunker, the way it's set up, is the best for the people that are watching it on YouTube or are watching it via the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I feel like the Bunker kind of is at an evolved level of the way things are being done now. Yeah. Whereas like when these blackout events were at their largest point, they didn't really have the whole the live streaming thing was still becoming.
Yeah, it was
something.
It was relatively new. Like we were doing like the 3rd or 4th King of the Dot pay-per-view ever when we were doing the one that Drake was behind.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if you look at like
I want to
total
say
slaughter shit and everything, like you see how these large events don't lend well to the pay-per-view.
It's a lot of fucking
it's better
work
now, obviously.
It's a lot of work, and Avocado and his team are fucking amazing at making it happen. But even and now he goes and does other leagues, events and stuff because they recognize that.
But being able to have such a well-controlled environment for it just lends
one
itself
thing about
totally
to the pay-per-view shit. So
one thing I was shipped out was grind time events way back in the day.
Yeah.
There would be like 300, 400 people there, and sometimes. And everyone would just it was weird.
Oh, it would just get quiet.
Everyone was just super into battle rap or something.
Yeah, at that time when it was really the coolest fucking shit.
You know what I think part of it was too though is because there were no mics and there were no
yeah, exactly.
So everybody knew they couldn't talk,
and we knew that in a way these venues were still kind of like taking a gamble with letting us throw these.
Yeah,
events
we were in
there.
like warehouses.
Yeah, so they're like, you gotta, hold it down is an actual thing because like we could get kicked out of here.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it's like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird how like I trip out on shit. Like, actually, the hold it down. Yeah, exactly. Like back then, like you could literally turn around and be like, "Hey," like what if fucking Cap Callis used to say, like, "Keep it tight" or whatever. And then everyone would just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, and be ready to listen to some battles. You know what I'm saying?
That's a weird thing.
But like to me, like to answer his question, like. I think if like to me, blackout events are done really well. Like, and usually the crowds are pretty receptive and
Yeah,
shit
they're
like
good.
that. But in terms of like seeing people on the street and doing it, I appreciate that when they surprise me. Like if I don't know who I'm watching, and some dude's just like gassing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always trip out like when you meet people from like random places who just don't really take their shit serious, but they just rap better than. For example, Plex Rock, like he just doesn't really like record anymore or do anything, but that dude could just rap better than like everybody on the fucking
he's really
planet.
good.
Like,
Yeah. Apes also like doesn't
Ape-
battle,
oh,
but
yeah,
raps
Apes.
like a motherfucker.
Apes could oh dude, Apes has like 2 of my favorite verses of all time.
Yeah, I want to get that dude in a battle. I want him in a
Yeah,
battle.
Apes would shit on people, bro.
Well, so you think that it's just like all
it's all
environments?
circumstance and
Yeah.
environment, pretty much.
Yeah, and I think like you said, like with the bunker, when you're like setting it up for it to be as
Yeah, it's crafted to
viewable as
yeah.
possible
Yeah,
for like the
exactly.
video people, because at the end of the day, no matter how many people you cram into Webster Hall, not that many people like. Infinitely more people are going to watch that battle on YouTube. You know what I mean? So that
Yeah.
really should be the primary focus.
The bunker-
So I think that the way the bunker is set up, it lends itself to be like the
Yeah.
best video quality, which ultimately is the thing that's going to live on in the
Yeah.
future and not be just
the
some shit that people
acoustics are
talk
good
about.
in there too. Like,
Yeah.
You could hear everything.
Well, it's good. It's
just
set up.
It
For
just
that.
sucks because like there are just so many things that can go wrong in these large events when you need fucking like clip mics and you need fucking sound systems and
How
you
many
got
times
technical
echo and
difficulties could
reverb
ruin a
and-
battle.
How many
Classic,
times?
yeah.
How many times has the venue fucking turned the lights on or like made
Yeah,
people
exactly.
leave?
Yeah.
Like that's
Disaster versus
that'll
Arsenal,
never
dude.
happen. That'll never happen at the bunker. That's the one thing that could never happen is there'll
The
never
me-
be a point where they'll be like, nah, you guys have to go. No more of this shit.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know
I
what
think
mean?
too, like those big events.
Me and Pariah had to finish our battle. Actually, our third round was in the parking lot of the venue that we did because
Yeah.
they were like, "You guys have to get the fuck out of here."
Yeah,
right now."
I think that those big events too, they bring such a different kind of like battle rap crowd. Like not the people that are gonna like pay to go to the bunker to watch that shit, or people that are gonna like
Yeah.
fucking get the whole pay-per-view and sit there at home and spend their Saturday watching it or whatever. Like there are people that are like, oh, there's an event, we're gonna go out. Like my friend's into battle rap and he told me about this thing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Those are the ones that go to the fucking big
So
ass.
if you want to go there and try to fucking pick up on some drunk Canadian chick, or you want to fucking, drink with your buddies and watch battles, of course that's going to be the type of
that's
venue
going to be the
wanna
one you want to go to.
do
Yeah,
that. But if
you're
you
not
wanna
picking
watch
up
battles at home,
yeah.
the bunker shit's going to be the best. Like
All right,
that
all
type
right.
of scene.
Next question. Fucking. I think it's the fucking.
Shut it down.
It's for me. It's from Logan.
Oh, it's Logan, dude.
Question from S to the G.
All right, let's see. I'm worried. I'm not really worried.
Skylar, your genitals.
Jesus
What's
Christ.
up, man? I just got a quick question for you. Who do you think's more talented? A guy who makes beats or someone who plays an actual instrument?
Well, okay, the G is for genitals. All right, Logan. Well, first off, I'm going to say,
It depends what instrument you play.
get a fucking haircut, Logan. And I don't mean like.
And your mustache is horrid.
I don't mean like just run a pair of clippers over the whole shit. I mean like go to someone and have them taper some shit around your ears.
Your wife
You
doesn't
probably
count.
have the worst mustache I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's super molester-y.
Yo, it looks like you flexed this morning really hard for a half hour and you sprouted some mustache, and that's all you're ever gonna have for the rest of your life.
It looks like a Nick Cage mustache. Like
It looks
the
like
kind of
you-
mustache that Nick Cage would have for like a little bit in a movie.
It looks like you drank Nesquik for a half hour and never cleaned your face afterwards.
Logan, I really hope your wife doesn't think like we're having some weird like internet affair because
Sexual-
of all the weird shit you have saved with my
all
name
about
on
like
it,
genitals,
with my genitals and
like genital.
just
You have like
creepy.
the genital text file on the computer.
To be honest, Skylar could probably like sue you for some good cash by now.
This is getting creepy.
He doesn't have those Sharon bank statements. I guarantee.
Yeah,
it.
no, we gotta show us your
I know
Canadian.
you ain't got those Sharon bank
Show us
statements.
your
You don't even got
Canadian
no Sharon
Sharon bank
stamps.
statements, bro. We'll take you to the fucking court.
Right.
We're very litigious in America. Let me just say that my opinion on this, if it matters, is that it's most good producers they're playing multiple instruments in the process of creating a beat. So you're kind of just being an asshole. But I will say that like you could be really shitty at the guitar and still be playing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to make a beat is you gotta.
There's a lot of other things involved.
Jason Mraz.
besides-
Yeah, you have to
famous.
have,
He
like-
plays guitar and he's like fucking plays like bullshit like you know like those fucking idiots who just play like those like simple chords.
Yeah,
on a
well,
guitar.
I mean,
Are you
so
gonna
what?
fucking sit here and hate on Jason Mraz and my fucking? No, I'm just joking. Would that be weird if I was like,
You're
no,
like-
man, fuck you, Cody?
That's where I draw the line. Is my Mraz.
What do you think? I listened to a Maui the whole time, bro. I was cruising with Mraz, bro. I got me a Fiat. I drove around the whole island listening to Mraz. You dig?
But you know, like you go to Santa Cruz and you see those fools like that. Like you play an instrument, like okay, like obviously if you make beats, Skylar's better than that dude.
I'm just saying you can make.
because you play a fucking instrument.
You
Well,
can
I
make
could go
instruments
out
and you
if
can play
I-
shitty beats.
Yeah.
You be shitty at both.
That's
You
a
be good
dumb
at both.
question.
It's a dumb question.
If I go out and buy a ukulele tomorrow and play for 2 weeks, am I a ukulele musician
Yes.
now or what?
Yeah,
And
now
then-
you're
Pretty
no
much,
longer
it's like
a
a-
shitty producer.
And I'm not a
now
shitty
you're
producer.
a ukulele artist.
Hey Logan, what's the difference between lifting weights and actually doing stuff with your life?
Oh, you fucking dick.
Why don't you do some push-ups? Get out of your car and do some push-ups already.
Hey,
25 push-ups.
Hey Logan, what's the
asshole?
what's the difference between having your mustache and eating a lot of ribs?
Nothing.
Yes. I got barbecue sauce mustache.
He was reaching. It was a good reach, bro. That was
all right.
reach.
Mine was bad. Thanks for getting
I'm drunk
worse
though,
than
so
that.
it's cool.
Let's go. Let's go.
I could just fall back on that.
Let's go to this next question, which I think is for Cody, actually.
I got a question.
I just want to say this guy looks really sad right here.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
he just looks so.
My first question.
He's like, I'm a producer. What the fuck?
Yeah, play this shit.
What's up, Dirtbag Dan Show? This is on Holy Ghost, coming out of Florida, just sitting here in the house chilling. Alright, my question is for Reverse Live. Now, I was listening to some battles at work recently, came across the battle between Reverse Live and Only One, and I really liked the line in the third verse. The line was, never cross me, see, over here it's hell Satan. Now, being a Satanist, you know, I was like, well, I should use that. So I got this beat I'm working on, and I sampled that line and chopped it up a little bit. I don't want to use it without permission though, so here's the beat.
Just mad creepy. Drop that. It's got the Jason
It's
noise in
actually
it.
ill as fuck,
Got
yeah.
the Jason noise in it.
So basically, I just want to like use it as a hook in the song. Now,
That's
if you're
actually
not
really
cool
tight,
with it,
yeah.
You know,
You can
whatever.
totally
I'll
use
take
that.
It out. But I'd rather have permission than just straight jack your line out of battle and run with it. That's fucked up. But I don't know. If you answer the question on the show, let
Tight.
me know. If not, let me know anyway. All my contact information is on my YouTube page. Peace.
No, yeah, totally use that. That shit slapped. That sounded dope as fuck, dude.
Hey, you know what would be tight though? If you were a real musician.
Hey, no, all that shit
No, that
was.
was
That
tight.
fool will sacrifice Logan. That fool will sacrifice.
My boy
He's
Unholy
doing a
Ghost
blood
from
sacrifice
Florida
for-
on your helmet.
Yeah.
No, that was tight though.
Yo, but for real, that beat, yeah, use that for sure because that shit slapped. And then
Not a
send
lot
it
of-
to me Yeah, hit me up on Twitter or something and send it to me later because that shit sounded tight.
You don't run across a lot of proud Satanists in your like everyday.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
not like a lot of
I fuck
people
with
are
the
like-
devil as well. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever
So,
heard the
what's
readings
up?
of the devil?
Yeah, or they're like
Hail
like,
Satan.
"Oh, I'm a Satanist. Like I always say, I can't remember which comedian was saying it, but it was like somebody wins at the gold medal at the Olympics, and I'm like, I just want to thank my mom, my dad. Oh, Satan, hail Satan! You know, it's like nobody ever does that. You know?
Yeah.
It's like it's same thing with like Scientology. No one's ever like, oh yeah, I'm a Scientologist.
Even the way he presented
For
it
real.
was like,
They lie and say there's some other shit.
Yeah,
And they're
they're
just
like,
like,
"No, no, no."
surprise.
I love Satan. I fuck with the man down under. He's a good dude.
It's all you know. It's all.
You're talking about
Take a
Crocodile
look.
Dundee.
It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
What the fuck?
That's hey man. That's just. It's my
Whatever-
contribution.
whatever that meant.
That's my
All right, there you
contribution.
go.
We're moving along
Hey, can I
now.
touch on this?
I can go anywhere.
DVD show. It's your boy, Irish Rasta. How's it going? I'm out here in The Hague, in the city just next to Amsterdam, chilling out in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know why we're here. Everybody knows why we're here.
You know why we're.
Yeah, just wanted to give you a shout
You know
out to,
why we're
Hollow
here.
Dawn and Past Day came out. And I just wanted to say, I just ask you guys, who's your personal GOAT, like greatest of all time? Because I think for me, I'm like, it's a real split. Just after watching that battle, I think there's two ways to win a battle. So either by making the other guy look worse than you, or by making yourself look better than him. So I think Pat is probably my favorite. I think he's probably the best of all time. But I think that Hollow is probably one of the only people, if not the only person, who could really beat Pat. He's like Pat's antimatter. So yeah, who's your personal one? And yeah, what's your opinion on that? Sort of beating people, or do you think that Hollow is actually a better battler overall, or do you think that Pat maybe gets it better overall, but Hollow's just the one who took him out? But yeah, shouts out for doing the show, guys. You can cut the video if you want. At this point, I'm just gonna smoke a bong. So.
Too late.
Oh no, we'll answer the question while you go ahead and handle that because we know what you're there for. Okay, so
Nice pipe.
yo, that's
MacGyvered the shit out of
next
that.
video
huh?
question. I would like to know what you made that out of.
It's all about how he was sober, and then the first question, and then the second question, he like made it all.
Smoking weed. He's like, that's gotta happen.
Okay, so
Who's your goat?
Hollow.
I agree.
I think Hollow is in. I said this on Twitter the other day. I said Hollow's in my top 5 favorite human beings ever.
Yeah.
Like, not even joking.
Yeah.
He's on the short list of my favorite people that I've ever met and seen perform live. He's fucking
My
super fucking funny and
my personal
the man.
favorite. I'd have to. Well, Hollow is up there, but I'm a huge fan of No Can Do. No Can Do's always been like.
wow, that's dope. That's crazy.
That's like just because I grew up watching freestyle battles too, and like watching like No Can. Just like I remember one of the first times I ever went to LA and watched and went to like a freestyle battle event. Like No Can Do was outside and he fucking destroyed like 6 people off the fucking head. And
yeah,
shit
I've
like
definitely
that.
seen him like fucking do
And
crazy
and
shit.
like I've just been like I'm at, I guess not on footage. I can't really say like this and this, but like
no, yeah, he was
personal
he was
experience.
legendary.
Like I've been like
Yeah.
like by him or watched him and then just been like, what the fuck did I just see type thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember one time. This is a funny story at one of the Battle of the Bays. No Can Do and Hollow were drinking at the bar at the fucking Metro. And then they lied to me for like I think like a half hour, saying that they were a secret battle. They were gonna freestyle battle as a secret battle. And then at one point I asked them again when they were gonna do it, and then they laughed and they were like, "No, we were fucking with you, man." And I was like, I walked around there for like a half hour thinking I knew something that no one else did. and then like I came back and just got my fucking dreams crushed. But like, you know what I'm saying though? Like it was cool too because Hollow and like. Those are literally my 2 favorite, and they're at the Metro fucking like drinking beers together, and I'm like, dude, these fools, if they ever battle, that'd be my shit. Like, I'd like to see them freestyle battle though too. That'd be fucking sick.
I've been on like the fucking barrel end of the
no can
do shotgun.
He has like
so like
yeah.
I'm fully aware of like his
Yo,
capabilities.
you
in that
actually, no joke, you and No Can is one of my all-time favorite battles. You guys both have fucking heaters. I think the Somalian arms, and I ain't talking about guns or whatever
Yeah,
the light
that's
you
that,
told him, and
yeah.
he fucking said the thing against
the
you.
air traffic control,
Rare
line.
African crow, bear
I think
packers, and
no,
Colts.
that was like a real like that shit you could do today, and it would be
It's
just
great,
as
yeah.
effective.
That event.
Not a lot of bars from the grind time days could you bring to now and have.
Yeah,
them
there's
still
like
be
a lot
effective.
of that's one that translates really fucking well. Like I thought also too that night like fucking Madness and Marv is another really good. Like that event gets slept on I think really hard because it got shut down and like some battles didn't happen, but there's some fucking gems in that day.
Well, shit. This has been episode 87 of the Dirtbag Dan Show. I'm tired and I want to go home.
Me too. I'm all sweaty. Oh, what?
Yo! Click the link in the video description. Fucking check out the new music. Check me out on tour. I'll be in Canada. Oh!
Sorry.
What's gonna happen when the 3.0 plane crashes into fucking San Jose? I'm taking San Jose, and I'm fucking to my British.